Hey everyone, it's Lainey. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are reacting to Death Battle's Hulk versus Godzilla. Make sure to go show them some love, and if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Ooh.
The
Battle
Hulk
time.
versus Godzilla.
Hulk versus
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king
Badzilla.
of the monsters.
What?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Who's gonna win? Comment below. The Hulk is a personification of the enemy which lurks under the service of us all. Wow, I cannot talk today.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
Maybe he's a little bit of both.
green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the
Gamma
greatest
Bomb.
gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn
Who
it,
was he?
Rick.
That
Who was
day,
he saving?
Bruce Banner died.
And became the
R.I.P.
Incredible
Bruce
Hulk,
Banner.
a pissed-off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than
Dang,
10
8 feet
million
tall?
men, the Hulk
That's like
emerges
2 of
when
me.
Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But
You
it's
won't
even
like
more
me when
complex
I'm
than
mad.
that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fix-It, the original
Joe
Grey Hulk.
Fix-It.
He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got
This
that
suit.
drip.
The
In
Devil
pinstripe
Hulk
suit.
is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody
Horrible.
actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known
That
as
1,400
Savage Hulk.
pounds.
It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger,
Stronger
he
he
gets.
is.
With no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The altar best representing this would be the
Look at
Professor
him.
Hulk, a balanced blend
I
of
love
Banner's brain
Professor
and
Hulk.
the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
Rapid
green
regeneration,
scar.
reactive
The world
adaptation,
breaker.
super
Without
speed,
Bruce's
super
temperament,
strength.
the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
He is a
Hulk is strong
conqueror,
enough to
man.
lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New
150
Mexico to
billion?
Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine.
Oh,
And when we say
weight of a
world
star
breaker, we
pushing
mean it.
him down?
While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound
Insane.
in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity
what, he
alone, and the
broke
Hulk
those chains?
just broke it by
broke 'em.
himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the
Oh,
Hulk
dang.
consistently battles on
They all
par
got
with him,
together 'cause they
even
couldn't
when he
beat
held
Hulk.
the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap.
One clap.
Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various
Lifted
ways.
150
Yeah, like
billion
regenerating
tons
from
of
fatal
rock.
wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the
Look
more
at that, he
regenerating
just
cells his body
regenerates.
produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds?
Oh.
Also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
He just
Hulk
beating
can
up
break through the
ghosts.
boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like
that
how
fourth
see
fourth wall?
Hulk and for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something
else.
that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According
7
to Norman Osborn, he's the fourth
PhDs?
smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the
Tony.
Hercoliter synchrotron,
My
a
man.
machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent
Nullifier.
of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom.
Of course he
Can't blame
did.
him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
The
You know how we
green
said the
door.
bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as
Okay.
that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or
come
digested
back.
by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The
Dang,
green door
okay.
did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A
Strongest
prison for a tortured
Avenger.
soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
He is. Godzilla is the son of an atomic bomb. He is the nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. Dang.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb.
Holy,
but
look
many
at that
leagues
mushroom
beneath their
cloud.
feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the
Godzilla.
king of the monsters. He
Giant
was pretty
lizard.
pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam
Yeah,
to
I would
Japan
be
for
too.
one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom
him.
cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end
Horrible.
of times.
Complete with googly eyes. And the most epic roar ever.
Those eyes look funky.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different
Oh,
Godzillas
wow,
stomping
27
around.
different
Not including
versions?
Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry,
Oh, I
that's
love
insulting to
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat
Well, he
consistent,
weighs
so we'll examine his
20,000
entire
tons.
history, focusing on the larger releases.
165
In most
feet
iterations,
tall.
Godzilla is a rare theropod that went
And
dormant
he's
for
the
millions
president
of
of
years
Looney
before
Tunes?
nuclear bombs
The president of
mutated
the
it into a
USA in
gargantuan
Looney Tunes?
radioactive monster.
That's
Standing
random.
165 feet tall. At
Dang.
minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs
He's
did so much
unbothered.
more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed
Holy, 1,100
500,000
miles.
degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending
90
on how much
times
radiation he's
hotter than the
absorbed,
sun?
or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a
that
supercharged
spiral
version
ray.
that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can
Dang.
blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built
It
up,
looks so
Godzilla
funny.
can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body,
His
creating
whole
a massive
spine,
wave of
look at
atomic
that.
destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's also a number of
Adaptive
era-exclusive powers.
evolution,
Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
nuclear
And
pulse,
Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can
rapid
fire rays from
regeneration.
his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor,
Yeah.
Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them.
Oh, no.
After Charles Barkley
Look at
got
his
him his own
shoes.
pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind
got
of hard
busy.
to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're
Look at him
bringing
jumping
up this
around.
sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he
200,000 tons?
no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Wow.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's
Oof.
scary enough for you? God,
Blew
I
up
want a
the whole
Dr.
planet?
Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds. And that nebula
24
is 30,000 light years away.
But
That's
sadly,
fast.
Oji Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his
It
early
destroyed
grave.
it.
He got lucky.
It's a
It
good
doesn't
idea.
matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a
He's just
black
gonna
hole.
regenerate.
Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a
at
nuclear
him.
winter just by
Like
existing.
burning.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Ooh, look at his white
why
eyes.
Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped
Or
around the
Japan.
Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived
the
territory.
scales on
to
his
him,
back.
a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be
He's
super
survived
protective,
multiple black
defending
holes.
other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's 2 types of Godzillas.
Annihilated
The
Earth.
monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does
Okay.
Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz.
Waddling like a
obviously.
penguin.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh,
Ooh.
God, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until
I
a
can't
new
with those
theory was
eyes,
presented
man.
in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What?
He's an
Like he's an
alien.
alien from another
Yep.
dimension?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics?
Yes.
This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's
It's
that
like
red dust
blood.
that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point. Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni,
Ooh, look at all the
Ultima
rows
is
of
vicious.
teeth.
Just walking through Tokyo started
He is
1,000 earthquakes
terrifying.
around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't
changes it?
actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That
That's
didn't
not
happen.
to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and
Holy.
nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And
Wow.
now my head hurts.
Yeah, mine too.
TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes
gonna
him
come back.
the king.
Oh, okay. My money
All right,
is
the
on Hulk.
commands are set, and we've
I don't
run
know
the
why.
data through all possibilities.
But I'm gonna go with Hulk.
It's time for a death
probably
battle!
But we'll see. Let's see. Comment down below who you guys think is gonna win. Battle time. Who's gonna land the first shot? Ooh, why is the helicopter
Godzilla has
flying
reached
there?
the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Look at the scales on his back. Here comes Hulk. Oh, smacked him with his tail. Oh, and he's gonna smush him. There's no way. Oh, he's picking him up. Oh, his foot up. I thought he was done. Cars exploding on his head. Where's he going? Jumping up. Oh, he's on his head now? He got... Oh, disgusting.
Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
He said, time for me to take over. We don't want trouble. He just split his jaw open. Oh, and he's back. He's fine. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Did he even survive that? He did.
You think you're strong?
You think you're strong? Oh my gosh, his whole head caved in. Oh, he landed right on. Oh, popped right back up. Dude, he just blasted him into space. And he's coming right back. A spiral ray. There goes the Earth. What's happening? Hulk? Hulk 1? Holy, look at Godzilla. It's just gonna regenerate. Stupid lizard. Nope. Look, he's coming right back. Oh no. It's not over. He's bad. Okay. Hulk looked like he turned to dust. Oh, but now he's busting through the red door and the green door. Is he coming back? Looks like he's back.
I think I understand.
I don't. Ooh. Chomp. One bite.
It's been days
Why
since
is the
battle
helicopter
began, and
flying
the red
in
dust
there?
is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we
Yeah,
believe
I'm
we
sure.
are.
Oh no.
How
Flying
does
way
it
too
work?
close.
Well, smash. A million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds.
Million trillion to one and
Chance to nullify
rising.
the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This
2 + 2 is
element
5.
beyond what we can perceive.
What? My brain hurts.
Gamma.
He's busted through those
1,000
doors.
times. A million. A trillion. I
Is this
just
like happening
need
again and
one.
again? What's going on? Oh, that was that drawing from earlier. Oof. He just came
You
back.
did it, big guy.
Bruce Banner's
We did
back.
it.
KO! Okay, run this by
Hulk
me.
won.
What happened?
It's complicated,
Yeah, exactly.
so
What
let's break
happened?
this down into 3 categories. First
Okay.
up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow
Okay.
up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
He
The
sure
big guy
is.
clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes
Oof,
the power
that's
advantage.
But
nasty,
factoring
man.
in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter
Okay.
how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But
Yeah.
Hulk broke chains
Just
made
say
of
it
the
didn't
first
happen.
firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous.
Okay.
Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when
they're
you look at
tied
their
there.
immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just
Over and
come right
over
back.
and
The
over,
green
yeah.
door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening
Okay,
in
so
those
they're
other
tied on
dimensions.
immortality
so let's examine
too.
the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's Cosmos
right.
has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas,
Okay.
the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
Okay.
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This
Okay.
means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Bruce?
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who
You
made
talking
a
about Bruce Banner?
supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was
Hulk
only
won it.
one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even
Bruce.
among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner
Holy.
is Bruce Banner.
Dang.
Next time on
That was such a good video. I don't know if I got it right or if I got it wrong. I said Hulk, but Bruce, I guess, is the winner. Does that count? Y'all let me know in the comments. Again, go and show Death Battle some love. Without their video, mine would not be possible. And if you like this content, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.